Hi everybody, it's me, Charles Norman from Sports Solutions LLC. We are the creators of AthleticSOS. If you are trying to get your child an athletic scholarship, you want to use our software. It's no cost. We're going to take their education information. We're going to take the sport they play, the level they can play at college that they believe they can play, and they can try them all. And then we're going to show them all the schools they're academically qualified to attend and that offer their sport with athletic scholarships. They offer athletic scholarships. Today's going to be a fun one. First of all, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. So most of the time, moms kind of get squeezed out on the athletic stuff. I mean, they end up going to the games. A lot of times they have to take their kids to practice. I know sometimes if you're a single mom, you have to do all of this stuff, but either the coaches or the dad or somebody, they kind of squeeze mom out of a lot of the overall the training and which club or team to go to, or if they do get on a club or team and they're a single mom, the coach kind of takes over the training and all that kind of stuff. They really don't include you. Every now and then they'll let you do some stuff, but for the most part, you guys end up, you bring snacks, you guys make do a mom's thing to make sure everybody shows up on time. You guys keep the schedule. You might help do the scorekeeping, or you're at the door, or if it's a tournament. And so those kind of things you guys get to do. And I know not all. I know some of you moms already played in college, or the sport just as well as anybody else. I get it. I'm not saying all. I'm just saying in general. And this is Mother's Day morning. I'm doing this. Yesterday I went out to a basketball tournament to help with the software, and I've got a nice little routine going now where I go to these events. We add the software to the cost of the tournament, and it really kind of works for people. People are very, very strange. The moment that the software is attached to the organizer of the tournament, everybody wants to use it. If I was just there, like I was out in front somewhere, and I just said, hey, we got this great software, they would walk right by me. So that credibility is a big deal, and that's why we added it to the software. And I'm gonna go over the software a little bit more. The reason it's so effective is you guys go out and find the schools that you qualify for, and you vet those schools and you make sure they fit what your kid's trying to do. What major are they trying to get into? What kind of environment do they want to be in? And so you're going to find those schools yourself, and then you guys are going to reach out to those schools, but you're going to use your coaches to do the initial outreach. And so it could be your high school coach if you have a good relationship with them, or it could be your travel club coach, or a trainer that has a little bit of pop to them. Let them reach out on your behalf. That's your credibility. The same as I'm saying, like when I was at the tournament, I just said, hey, this comes with your cost of being a part of the tournament. Everybody uses software. It's just a human thing. Who do I trust? Who lets you in to say that this is okay? And if I trust that person, I'm probably going to trust you. And that's kind of the way it goes. So we actually had a good day there. But I noticed how many moms were showing up. And so the way the guy had it set up at the tournament, once the team played, they had to come over to us, and I did my spiel on the software. I showed them the software, gave them a special code for that event, and then I was talking to the parents and stuff. And the same problem is happening over and over and over again. Everybody knows their kid needs to be good and they need to get exposure. Somebody needs to see them, but they don't know that their kid is taking the right courses. Every kid, every time I talk to somebody, grades are really good, but they don't know if they're taking the right classes in high school to qualify to play at D1. Those weren't all D1 kids I saw yesterday, I can tell you that, but they had no clue how close their kids were or were not. Most of the kids were not in the eligibility center. Now, these were junior high, and the highest you could be at that one was a sophomore in high school. So they're a little bit younger, so they got time. But as I'm explaining to them all the things they need to do, they're completely caught by surprise. And the worst part is their coaches are there too. So the coaches and the assistant coaches were all there. The dads were there. So everyone's there. They kind of know, they kind of heard about it, but everybody thinks they have all of this time. So that's kind of why I want to do this Mother's Day one. So here's the other thing I like to do on Mother's Day. Because you guys are kind of left out of some of the physical aspects of your kid playing sports, I want to let you guys get on the administrative part of it. So the code I'm going to give you down below, I'm going to give you the regular code, but you're going to see another code. It's going to be Mom's Day 23. And it'll be down there. It'll say either use the regular code that I give you guys when I do these talks, or it's going to say or Mom's Day 23. Now, if you use the Mom's Day 23, I just want to see how many moms I actually have using this. Obviously, if a dad uses it anyway, there's no way I can tell. Well, I can't tell because I'll see who signed up. But I'm going to add something extra to the Mom's Day code. So in the Mom's Day code, I usually give you guys the athletic search perimeters, right? So you can go and look for the schools you academically qualify for that offer your school as an athletic scholarship. But I'm also going to add the academic piece of that. Now, we only usually give the academic piece to the high schools, or if there's an organization that has a counselor that can help the kids that are trying to get academic only, like they're not going to play at college, they can use it too. I'm very, very particular on who I give that to. And one of the reasons I do that is we only, in our database, we only have schools that have athletic programs. So if you tried to use this for your whole school, they would not see all of the colleges that are available to them. And I don't want that to happen. I don't want them to think, oh, well, these are all the colleges that are in the U.S., and then they don't use another piece of software that can get them a little bit further along. You know, they can see everything. So if you look at this, you're going to get a couple of things here, right? You're getting the regular AthleticSOS basic model, right? You're going to be able to see all the schools if you want to get an athletic scholarship. But with the academic only piece, you're also going to get all of the schools in the U.S. that have a sports team, even if you're not academically qualified for them, but you'll get those, and you're going to get trade schools. So if your kid plays, you're not absolutely sure they're going to be able to get a chance to get an athletic scholarship, you can still use our software for this week. Now, here's the caveat to this. I don't want this out for a long time. So today is the 14th of May, right? It's Mother's Day. It's only going to be available till next Sunday, which will be the 21st. And then that's it. That code will not work anymore. If you already have used the code, you will be fine. You're already in the system. But on the 21st, it will go away. That's why I'm showing you both codes. If you see this after the 21st, then just use the regular code down there. You'll see both of them down there. Now, here's the other thing. I will make this same offer on Father's Day. So if you miss it, don't get upset with me. But I don't like to leave that out there because of the academic only piece. It is something I like to only use for the high schools and for other organizations that we're working with. And sometimes I get paid organizations, I get cities, I get business groups, things like that. So it's kind of an extra piece, and some other things come with that. But anyway, all that being made, it is available for you for the moms. So mom, when you guys get this, and I know if you try to come to and tell the dad or the kid even, they kind of roll their eyes at you like, okay, mom, what do you have now? But you can do the search yourself, right? Once you get everything registered and get it set up, you can go in there and do the searches and start making a list of schools that you know your kid is academically qualified for, and then make that list yourself. And so now you kind of have that in your back pocket. Or the other thing you could do is say, hey, listen, a friend of mine, and I can be that friend, right? A friend of mine gave me access to this software. It looks pretty cool to me. Tell me what you guys think, and then walk through the software with them and show them. I guarantee you, everybody will be amazed about the software and what it can do. And so they won't roll their eyes quite as much. And then let them have it. Let them go through it themselves, especially your teenager, right? Let them use the software themselves and go find schools that they may be interested in. And you'll see them sort of get that rise in them when they find out they've got all these options and opportunities. It really does change kids' lives. One of the reasons I get so excited about the software, I see their eyes light up the minute, especially the ones that maybe aren't doing so well in school, or they kind of feel like they missed out on something, or they're not getting a chance to play all the time. When I start talking about, hey, there's JCs that allow you to get scholarships. They'll pay for your scholarship. There's NAIA, there's D3, there's D2. It's not all just D1. There's an opportunity for you to keep playing. And then I explain some other things about their options and opportunities that they didn't even think about before. And that's what we want to do. We want to get to a point where these kids, remember, we want to get them athletic scholarship if they want it. We want them to go to college if they want it. If they want to go to trade school, now you guys have the opportunity to do that. So that's available too. But our biggest thing is what we're trying to do is get these kids to start doing their own research and learning how to go, okay, if I want to do this, then I need to do a little work on the back end, because I want them to get into the habit of positioning themselves and giving themselves an advantage over all their competitors, whether it's for an athletic scholarship, whether it's for getting a job, or whatever they're trying to do in their lives. I want them to learn how to position themselves. It's one of the things that I did over and over and over again. No matter what I wanted to do, I did a little bit of research, and then I always put myself in. When I walked in that room, if it was an interview or if I was trying to fill out an application for something, I knew something about that organization or what I was trying to do or what they were trying to do, and then I would bring it up in the interview or the meeting or whatever I was writing up. I always had that little extra piece in there. And so that's one of the things that we do with the software. Nobody else does what we do with our software. It is not geared to try to get you an athletic scholarship necessarily. It's geared to put you in the best position to receive an athletic scholarship offer, because you've done all the stuff you need to do. All right. Okay, guys, as always, best of luck to you in all your endeavors. Moms, happy Mother's Day. You guys go out, have a great day. Go do something special for yourself. I already know moms always get something special anyway. I actually have my wife and my daughter and her husband. We're gonna all go today. We don't try to go to dinner. We just pick up food, but we're gonna go to the fair today. And so, when I get up there, they'll go in there and walk around and spend all my money up. But it's okay. My daughter actually gave me a grandchild this year, so she's walking on water this year, so she can do whatever she needs to do. And then I always celebrate with my wife. I know she's not my mom. And then my mom didn't make it out here this year, but I'm going to go see her in a couple of weeks, and then we'll do something for her then. But so let's go celebrate the moms. And as always, you guys, I want everybody to be involved. I know you guys want to be a part of what's going on with your kids. And sometimes in the sports world, moms kind of get edged out a little bit. So if this helps out, good. You guys go ahead and take it and run with it. All right, guys, talk to you next week. Bye.